Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go from Ford Field. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Detroit.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Riley Moss.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify.
Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Goff to throw. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On first and 10, here's Goff. Working 3 downfield, it is Williams. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It is a big play there for the Lions. And even 30 yards.
First and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. On the jet sweep, the give to St. Brown. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
At the Broncos.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the first. 2-0 is indeed the score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Goff. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Dre Greenlaw.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
A first down throw for Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Play action now. It's next. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Nick's gonna throw for it. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And he's gonna be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Turnover on downs.
What's up? Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
It is 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
At the 11-yard line.
To throw is Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The Lions.
Here's Goff. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
19-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
27-yard line.
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. Is caught left side by St. Brown. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
14 yards.
Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 12.
Goff to throw on first down. That's a short one caught by Laporta.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so high. But they knew it was coming, and they ended up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's second and 6. Goff to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Throwing, Goff. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
Take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
180. Now, Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
A second down throw for Goff. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions move further out in front. It is now 17-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 25
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, here's Mims. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass, it's incomplete, and it's second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Throw it. Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate the call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, here's Nix. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Kerryon Arnold. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
Result of the play is
well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
To the goal line and in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake.
And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Nix, how to throw it here on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back and the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Room to run, past the 30. How about this? And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big-time play for the Broncos. It covers 63 yards.
So you take a look at an offensive coordinator's play sheet, Mike, and there's a column on all of those pages that at the end of the day, it's about the players, not the plays. And when things aren't going well, you say, all right, who do I have to get the ball to? Well, this guy is one of them. I mean, whether they throw it to him, hand it to him, whatever they do, the more he touches the ball, the more good things happen.
A 1st down throw for Nix. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. The Broncos are able to cut into the deficit.
Lions 31, Broncos 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On play action, Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play to kick off this drive. A gain of 57 yards. Here's Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd and goal.
We go tonight. 180.
From the gun, it's Goff. It is brought in the end zone. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
38, Broncos 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Man in motion is Ingram. Play action now. It's Nix. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll throw. It's Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Throwing is Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is run in downfield by Sutton. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Flushed to his left. And he's in! Low Nix. Touchdown, Denver. Touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Lutz for the extra point.
After.
It's up and good. And the Broncos are able to edge a bit closer.
Broncos 14.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Go. Block 20.
Now a pitch to Montgomery. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on. 180. What's up?
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. Clock will stop at 35 seconds to go.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Goff to throw. High throw, but it's reeled in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
First and 10.
Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, it's Nix. And more of the same. Another interception. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's got it at about the 8. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will add one more onto their big lead.
Broncos 14.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 6-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. He will air this out. Looking for Sutton. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate.